Hi everybody, it's September 8th, 2025. The concept of healing is such a hope-inspiring structure of life that I like to ponder upon, because healing is almost like getting a paycheck just for living, It is making the pain that caused you distress and turning it into something beautiful, where you reap the energy from the negative that happens to you, and it is multiplied by the positive that is now upon your spirit. So healing is just a concept that brings me into congruency with this world and this life that I live. And so there are false medicines that used to trip me up and trip up other people at times. The first false medicine that is obvious is probably addiction. Any addiction really. It is the self-medicating of certain behavior that gives us instantly emotions of relief, of even euphoria and freedom. But if it's a false medicine of addiction, it catches up by sapping our energy from our lack of discipline, from our lack of responsibility for ourselves. It saps the fortune that you had coming if you weren't indulging in that addiction. It saps that energy from those positive things, and it funnels it on to later in your future, where stuff starts to fall apart because the energy from your healthy future is now eating away at your possible healthy future and giving you negativity when you are not consuming what you are addicted to. And in simpler terms is you pay for what you do. You pay for your lack of concern. You pay for your lack of discipline. And what you receive is happiness for a few hours or a couple of days, or maybe even longer. But you have to pay, because that's the way the energy works in this life. And some other false medicines are I would say confusing infatuation, obsession with love or sweet feelings. So most of the times when this happens, you are turning your lack of emotional and spiritual love that you may see others experience around you, and you are placing it on something or someone that has caught your attention. And I'm not saying that you don't have true well-meaning feelings for them, or you have a false sense of hope. But sometimes when you find somebody that grabs your attention and you're in this needful emotional state, you may place upon them the future that you want. And then when it's not, when a person is not responding in a way that cues you to let you know to progress, and you keep on progressing, you are putting your future of emotions on a tight rope, on a tight line. And if it falls through with this person, that false medicine is going to cave in on you, and you're going to have questions about love in general relating to everybody else other than this person in your life once you've finally let go of that person. And I'm not saying it's wrong to chase love with all your heart and with all your patience, but you have to make sure that you are not running from anything, that you are not trying to patch anything through this person coming into your life. So that's a false medicine that trips up a lot of people, and it's easy to fall victim to because of the nature of isolation in our current society. And false medicines in terms of political involvement. Politics are obviously a way of business as it relates to our official matters and our official life that we live in. And so politics as a false medicine is that we have to realize that some of these people have no problem with lying, and that's hard to grasp for people that try to have goodwill and remain honest during their daily lives. So some politicians or people that speak politically have no problem lying, and they know how to balance their image with telling you awful lies and then beautiful truth, and that makes you believe that they are balanced. But anybody that has to balance their truth with hateful lies or hateful information isn't both of those things, according to their effect on you. They are of the negative, because the one that tells you beautiful truths and honest truths and helpful truths, if they are truly a custodian of those ideas, they won't give you any beautiful lies, because they know that those will harm you, and they have an effect because they're in a political position. They will have an effect on your life, and it won't be for the good if they're telling you beautiful lies in order to balance themselves with the hard, honest truth sometimes. So we have to remember that political speech is a means to get laws and acts passed for the benefit of their career sometimes. So looking to people in the political realm for a beacon of light is mostly a lost cause. We have to, but when somebody's helpful in the political realm, it's good to follow them if they're helpful and they seem to be guiding you in the right direction. But we must remember that God is in control of all. God is God of this whole world, political or not. So we must remember that. And so false medications, you'll be able to find them once you remember that the best way to live life is to be pure and honest and have goodwill towards all. You will see that there are false medicines all around, and there are true medicines all around and inside of you. So I hope this helps. Thanks.